Welcome to DashboardSymbols.com. Here, we will demonstrate opening and starting all late-model push-button start Ford Motor Company sedans with dead key fob batteries. There are a number of key fob styles, 3 ways to get inside, and several backup start variations, but we will get you in and started. We'll first need to retrieve the mechanical key hiding in the key fob. This first one is awkward to work with, so you'll need some patience and maybe some practice. Slide the release on the back of the remote control or fob and pivot the cover off to access the key blade. The tip of the mechanical key is tucked under a protrusion on the remaining half of the fob. With this next style key fob, look for a mechanical latch at the top of the back as shown. Note also this separation no more than ½ an inch from the top of the fob. While you slide the latch to the side, you'll need to get a fingernail into the separation to work the key loose. Once loose, it can be pulled away. This key fob was introduced in 2017 and it is the simplest to use. It has a push button on the front of what becomes the mechanical key itself near the key ring space. Simply push the button and pull the mechanical key away from the fob. There are 2 additional key fobs that we have never actually run into, but rest assured there is a mechanical key. This one has a button near the top that releases the key, similar to the newest fob we just showed. And this one has its mechanical key on the back of the fob. To remove it, push the buttons on either side of the key fob. It's not immediately obvious if the mechanical key stays attached, as it would appear from the image, or if it can actually be removed. In any case, you now have a mechanical key in hand. If the keyhole is visible at the back of the driver's door handle, simply slip the key in and turn, and you're in the car. If a keyhole is not visible, it will be hidden under a cap at the back of the driver's door handle. To remove the cap, look for the slot on the bottom of the handle as shown. Insert the key blade into the slot and press up. While holding upward pressure, move the cap rearward to release it. Gently remove the key while doing so. Yes, the effect is that of prying off a piece of your car, but it's okay and needs to be done. Insert the mechanical key in the now visible key cylinder and turn, and you're in. Finally, if you happen to have a Ford GT, you'll need to open the rear hatch. The car uses all electronic locks and latches, and so there's no keyhole to unlock a door. A keyhole is located on the hatch just above and to the right of the license plate, as depicted in the image. However, if you have the rare Competition Series GT, the keyhole is on the top of the hatch. In either case, use the mechanical key to open it. Once the hatch is open, look for a release cable and handle located at the upper left of the storage area beneath the hatch, as seen in the image. Pull the handle to release the driver's door. This is what a similar process looks like in a GM coupe. The gull-wing door will tilt up in the GT. In all cases, you're now inside. So note here that if you do not have interior lights or any other electronics working, the main 12-volt start battery may be dead and you will need roadside assistance, but it won't hurt to give the following a try. An attempt to start the car fails, so we'll need a location to place the fob as a backup. The mechanical key won't help us here. In all cases, once the fob is in the backup spot, the car can be started as normal, pressing the start-stop ignition button while stepping on the brake. The car will recognize the key fob. In the Taurus, there is a slot for the key fob to the rear or the side of the center console, pointing up. The key is slipped in vertically or horizontally, depending on the slot's shape, with the buttons facing out. In the Fusion, before 2017, the backup slot can be found at the front of the center console, under the auxiliary USB and power ports. It may be hard to see, but it is there. The key fob is slipped in with the buttons facing out and the key ring up. In a Mustang or a post-2017 Fusion, the backup slot is hidden in one of the cup holders. The rubber mat at the bottom of the cup holders may need to be removed to expose the slot. Look for a tab towards the front or the side of the mat to grab and pull. Now this is important. If you do not see a pull tab, do not try removing the mat. If you removed a mat, you'll see a visible slot or impression. Slip the fob into the slot or onto the impression with the key ring or buttons up. If there's no tab to remove the mat, simply place the key fob in the rear cup holder. These last models we have not actually seen, but having started a dozen other models, we're sure the process will work. In the GT model, the backup location is a storage tray at the front of the center console beneath its rubber mat. Lift the mat and place the key fob as you see in the image. With the Fiesta and early Focus model, turn your attention to the right side of the steering column near the windshield wiper lever. Look for either a radiating symbol printed on the column like the image shown, or for a round cover, also shown. If you see a transmitter symbol and there is a small slot beneath it, slip the key fob into the slot with the buttons facing you. If there's no slot, hold the back of the key fob against the symbol. If you see a cover like the one shown, there are two options. If a small slot or notch is visible, as seen here, pry off the cover using the mechanical key and insert the fob into a now visible space. If there is no slot in the cover, simply hold the key fob against it. And finally, in the Focus for 2016 and going forward, Ford moved the backup slot to the bottom of the center console. It will appear as a depression in the floor of the console in the shape of the key fob, and a package tray may need to be removed. And that's it. In all cases, as was noted previously, once the key fob is in place, the car can be started as normal, pressing the start-stop ignition button while stepping on the brake to start your vehicle. The car recognizes the key fob, even though the fob's internal battery is dead, and starts. And you'll be on your way. Don't forget to get new batteries for your fobs. For help with other push-button or keyless start cars and key fobs from this or other manufacturers, look for more videos from us here on YouTube, subscribe to this channel, or go to DashboardSymbols.com.